With numerous new characters, songs, and plots, The Rise of Red expands the franchise. However, adding new characters does not mean forgetting the old ones. In particular, Cameron Boyce's legacy as Carlos De Vil will always be treasured, even though his passing may have created a void in the Descendants universe. One of the original main characters of the Descendants movies, Cameron Boyce, made appearances in the 2015 original Descendants 2 and Descendants 3. He portrayed Cruella De Vil's son, Carlos De Vil, the primary antagonist of the 101 Dalmatians series. Carlos De Vil had a particularly difficult childhood because his mother made him sleep on a mattress, didn't even give him a room, and made him watch over her fur collection. Carlos becomes a strong supporter of his friend Mal during his time at Auradon Prep, most notably by pleading with her for her good nature in Descendants 2 when she attempts to return to the Isle of the Lost. Between Descendants 3 and Descendants Rise of Red, Carlos De Vil was eliminated due to the untimely passing of this voice actor, the beloved Cameron Boyce. In both The Rise of Red and Descendants special The Royal Wedding, discussing his death was a major theme. The absence of Carlos is mentioned multiple times in the special, even though it doesn't say what happened to his character specifically. Notably, Mal remarks to Jay and Evie that she wishes Carlos could have joined them for the significant event, aka her wedding. The 4 VK family crests are also included in the wedding gift Mal receives from the VKs. Evie notes that this symbolizes the 4 VKs linked together forever. After marrying Ben, Mal looks down at her charm bracelet, which makes the VK smile because Carlos's family crest is glowing. In addition, Boyce is honored in the movie through a tribute card that reads in memory of our friend Cameron Boyce and features his picture before the credit rolls. It's revealed at the start of The Rise of Red that Carlos passed away prior to the events of the 4th installment, but the reason for his death is never stated. In an interview, Fairy Godmother, the previous head of Auradon Prep, and Uma, the school's newest principal, pay tribute to his legacy. Red, the daughter of the Queen of Hearts, is one of the villain kids who Uma, the new head, hopes to welcome to Auradon Prep. Fairy Godmother objected, unsure if it was a good idea, remembering all of the chaos that followed the first VK's acceptance at Auradon Prep. In response, Uma told Fairy Godmother that Carlos would have wanted this and asked her to support it on his behalf while she was in the principal's office looking at a picture of Carlos. As Carlos completes the transaction for the Fairy Godmother, this pays homage to Cameron Boyce's character.
It's what Carlos would have wanted.
The remainder of the plot follows, with Red and Cinderella's daughter, Chloe, attempting to reverse the horrific past that led to the Queen of Hearts' evil trajectory. But in Descendants The Rise of Red, Carlos is not the only original villain kid who's absent. Jafar's son Jay, the evil queen's daughter Evie, and Maleficent's daughter Mal are the other 3 VKs who are absent from the most recent movie. However, Principal Uma in the most recent feature film addresses their absence, including that of Prince Ben, the son of Beauty and the Beast. The royal couple, Mal and Ben, who are depicted in the film's images, are reportedly setting sail to negotiate peace with other kingdoms. In addition, Evie and Jay are accompanying them to assist in forging alliances beyond Auradon. Despite the fact that this is an adequate response, we all know that the original VKs did not come back because they all agreed that it would not be the same to make another film without Carlos. Many fans have conjectured about how the franchise might treat Carlos in the upcoming Descendants 5 installment, even though the plot and release date has not officially been confirmed. But we've got some theories about how it may turn out. According to one theory, the plot may involve Carlos going on a mission or being selected for a special task by the Fairy Godmother or another Auradon authority figure, rather than just writing him out or dealing with his absence in a depressing manner. This would enable the movie to honor Carlos' spirit of adventure while giving him a dignified farewell. Instead of implying his demise, it might even connect his voyage to a mystical or enigmatic goal, implying his significance in another world. According to some fans, Descendants 5 might include a time jump where Carlos's friends, Mal, Evie, and Jay, consider how his legacy still motivates them. It's possible that his friends have matured and assumed more leadership positions within Auradon in this scenario. There may be new VKs introduced, perhaps the offspring of other villains, who look up to to the original VKs, particularly Carlos. According to a different theory, Carlos's expertise in technology with devices and inventions may be essential to repairing the timeline disruption that Chloe and Red have caused. Carlos was incredibly smart, as we all know. Carlos was exceptionally talented, a mathematician, a scientist, an inventor, and an athlete. In contrast to all the other VKs, he was the one who punched a hole in the dome after all. Like Evie and Mal, Carlos was capable of both casting and creating spells. Therefore, if the 5th installment calls for Red and Chloe to go back in time and undo their actions, they might be able to find Carlos to assist them in a different era. He was a tech prodigy after all, and could use a wide variety of technologies. He was always one step ahead of the others, of course, and this should not be forgotten. He is the ideal person to assist Red and Chloe because he occasionally has a deeper understanding of the situation. Some have even conjectured that Descendants 5 might delve into a magical aspect in which Carlos's influence or spirit helps lead the VKs on their upcoming journey. The VKs may experience this through dream sequences or magical connection moments where they sense Carlos keeping watch over them. The return of the original VKs, Mal, Ben, Jay, and Evie, is another possibility. This implies that the movie might feature flashbacks of Carlos's interactions, allowing viewers to remember his eccentric yet generous personality. The VKs resolve to honor Carlos by carrying out a meaningful task, possibly carrying on a mission he initiated, would be further strengthened by these flashbacks, which would probably set off important scenes in which they consider the bond they shared. Some fans believe Mal's arc could look into how she deals with Carlos's loss personally, because she is one of the main characters. Over the course of the series, Mal has already battled with identity and leadership. Carlos's absence might intensify this emotional process. Mal must confront her grief and her duties as Queen of Auradon in an emotional climax, which may be caused by her feelings of guilt or her inability to fill Carlos's void in their close-knit group. Mal has not had an easy time for her role as Queen of Auradon, and the loss of Carlos may make things even more difficult for her. The pressure of ruling the kingdom and her friends has already caused Mal to struggle, and she frequently wonders if she's capable of juggling her new duties with her villainous past. Mal might find strength in Carlos's remembrance. Mal may find that by accepting her loss, she will learn that Carlos's legacy endures in the values he instilled in them, such as his courage, kindness, and loyalty. She would then be able to lead with assurance because she would know that Carlos's spirit would always be with them. By giving Mal and the audience time to mourn and mature as a result of his absence, the movie could meaningfully pay tribute to the actor and the character. Furthermore, Carlos's absence would ultimately strengthen Mal's leadership rather than diminish it. Descendants 5 themes of friendship, leadership, and personal development could be explored by delving into Mal's emotional battle with Carlos's passing, which could result in one of the most moving and distinctive storylines, in a way that honors Carlos's legacy while remaining loyal to the characters and the core of the Descendants series. Fans would surely be moved to see Mal deal with her grief. In the light of Cameron Boyce's influence on the Descendants universe, all of these theories represent fans' desires to see Carlos's character treated with dignity and consideration. The VKs and fans will continue to be inspired by Carlos's story because of his presence, even if his character isn't physically present. So let's hear it from you. Descendants fans, how touched were you by Carlos's moment in The Rise of Red? What do you think will happen to Carlos's tribute in the upcoming installments? Is there a chance we'll get a flashback? Tell us in the comments, and don't forget to smash that subscribe button. See ya!